And I thank each and every one of you for being with us. I know everybody's schedules are crazy and there are a million other things you could have chosen to do with your time this morning, so thank you for choosing us. I am relatively new to the show. I saw it in December and fell madly in love and said, I am in service to this, whatever it takes and wherever it goes. The show was originally performed in 2010, and what's interesting about that is that in 2010, the entire first act was spent explaining to an audience what it might mean to be trans, right? What one person's trans journey might look like. And then in the second act, we got to actually do the show, right? And so what you'll see today is 8 years worth of development of the show and progress in the world. But I think we're at a very critical point with that progress where we have to be careful not to lose what we've gained. And so the time for Stew for Silverton could not be more now. And the show that we're proud to show you today is the show that is ready for 2018. Andrew Russell has developed the show from the beginning and is our director and is going to say something
Awesome.
about that.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully. Thank you, Diana, for all your support, and thank you to the incredible band and company and everyone who's brought us to this point. Collaboration's awesome because you're the last step of the collaborative journey, having humans in a room that respond to the story being told. So you have a role to play. Thank you for being generally on time to play it. I just want to say that on top of the journey of the show, the fact that we get to welcome back to the stage after such a long journey, one of, I think, our most important leaders in this area, the stunning Kate Bornstein, is really a treasure in and of itself, and we would not be able to have such a graceful, joyous welcome if it wasn't for the fact that she was joined by one of the best actresses that we have on this planet, Mary Testa. You're here for the first time to get to see these two continue to fall madly in love with each other, and we really, really appreciate it. So with that in mind, shall we all go to Silverton?
But this is America in 2008. Things aren't going very well for this little town. Welcome to the saddest Independence Day parade in the entire USA. Come see two Legionnaires shuffle down the street. It's an annual mainstay.
I said no streamers, no confetti. We've got no budget for sanitation.
Mr. Mayor, it's tradition.
Yeah, no tradition. Everyone brings a broom.
Waking up this early in the summer really sucks. I'd rather be in bed. Grabbing spots to witness decorated pickup trucks. Gold, blue, white, and red.
I'm marching with the staff of Barb Salat.
Now, well, morning, Barb. You're the first of them.
And as long as your wife keeps getting those cheap haircuts at the mall, I'm the only one I can afford.
I don't see how things can get better, but I know they can get worse. At the annual Silverton 4th of July parade, they try to break the curse.
Things can't get worse.
Actually, it's more than just a sucky parade.
Things can get worse.
It's been 7 months since the last time my dad got paid.
Things can't get worse.
Finally kissed the girl and then her family moves away.
Things can't get worse.
We used to be fine, now we're sliding in a long, slow, painful decline. This is our neighbor, Gina. She's wearing a full Mrs. Claus costume.
Ho, ho, ho! Season's greetings!
Jean Ann!
I saw him again last night, breaking into the Walker's old place.
Just teenagers.
I don't feel safe in my own home.
Didn't I tell you to call?
Well, they were gone by the time I found your number.
Doesn't sound like they did any harm.
This time, they tiptoe in there, smoke their reefer. Next time, they'll burn the place down.
Is that polyester? You're gonna melt.
What'll I do then, huh? Call the volunteer fire department, 4 men, old as I am, in a broken down truck, huh?
Hey, hon! Let's go! I want us staking our claim by 9:30. Those spots by the bridge go fast.
Is there something going on with the hardware store?
We're gonna be late.
I've got Terry McNeil on the phone telling me she's so sorry it went out of business.
This has to be the most depressing little town in the entire USA.
When were you going to tell me?
Just happened.
I'm sorry, she said they've been closed all week.
There's not any place to get a job in this old town, so who would want to stay?
What
I'm
are we gonna
handling
do,
it.
Joe? Jesus Christ.
Dad,
That's
come
enough
up
of that.
Oh, sorry.
Go away to college, disappear without a trace. Fail while there's a chance.
Honey, I'm handling it.
Dad will come up with something. It's all he's been thinking about. Go away to college, disappear without a trace. What's it like in France?
Why am I the only one not in on the plan?
The plan is 9:30. Grab a seat by the bridge. 10 a.m. Watch the town parade. Things can't get worse.
Actually, it's worse than just a sucky parade.
Things can't get worse.
Can't afford equipment for their pee-wee football team.
Things can't get worse.
And we got trouble, and it's right here in Silverton.
Things can't get worse.
Life used to be great, now we're heading for a crappy, terrible fate.
Here they come!
Born in the soil of Willamette Valley, baked in the glare of the western sun, carrying on our proud tradition, the history of Silverton marches on. Reared on the tears of our old world heroes, higher we aspire, they've done, running up the day when we're standing side by side. The history of Silverton is just begun. The history of Silverton is just begun. Silverton.
I'm Don Pettit. I've been to the International Space Station twice.
I'm Polly Crandall Coon. I founded Silverton in 1854.
You know me, Miss Oregon, 1971.
I'm Bobby the Wonder Dog. I made the journey back here over 3,000 miles, all the way from Indiana, 'cause Silverton's my home.
The history of Silverton has just begun.
We meet Stu and Vic in their home getting ready for the parade.
Honey, whatever you pick to wear is going to be great. You just got to pick something.
Stu emerges from the bathroom wearing something conservative, a boxy blazer button tight.
You don't like it. You don't think it's me?
No, it is. I just didn't realize you were a Hasidic housewife.
And my aim is to not overwhelm.
Why are they hiding? Are they shy?
Come out, come
to scare anybody. They gotta get used to me. I'm trying to ease them into
Stu,
it.
you have been easing them into it for 5 years now. And how are they going to get used to you if they can't even see you?
Vic removes Stu's blazer. Stu has on a nearly flattering camisole underneath.
Stu, baby, you're a stunner. Are you going to deprive them of this sight?
It's a big step.
Rip off the Band-Aid.
I want the blazer.
No, no blazer.
Blazer.
No blazer.
Blazer.
No.
Stu seizes the blazer but throws it on like a cape.
Ah, that's my man.
The history of Silverton has just begun.
Excuse us, can we
No
fit in
space.
over here? Sorry, we're just gonna squeeze in over here. Got room for 2 more? Coming through.
No, ma'am, not in front of me.
Stu?
Jean Ann.
Oh, well, we know how you love your costumes, but did you have to wear the bosoms on Jesus' birthday?
On what?
Now you march right into that little boy's room there, and you take out that tissue paper.
He can't.
Vic.
And he won't. It doesn't matter if it's 4th of July, Christmas Day, or Chinese goddamn New Year. They don't come out. They're real.
You went through with it.
That's not Christian. That's just not Christian.
Excuse me.
Oh, dear. And a very Merry Christmas to you. Jesus.
Am I really seeing what I think I thought I saw? Was Stu gone and done?
I thought he was weird, but now I know he's crazy too.
And I think he's having fun.
Things can get worse.
As indicated by the fact that Stu has lost his mind.
Things can get worse.
He's always been eccentric, but he's clearly crossed the line.
Things can get worse. Yes, we've got trouble, and it's right here in Silverton. Things can get worse. By the dawn's early light, we surrender the fight, and the rockets right there, we give into despair. Oh, say there's our stars, and we'll see the ascend. The home of the brave, but how free is our land. Just when we think it can't get any worse, we're hurled from peak to perverse. Things can get worse.
Thank God I live in Silverton.
The roof of the Palace Theater. Stu watches the parade, unseen below. Vic sits in a weathered lawn chair, fanning herself with a newspaper.
It's the cheerleaders. Look, they're better this year. Both of them.
I'll pass.
What do you think they'll do when Tess graduates?
Are we close, hon? You had your fill?
That's okay, sweetheart. No crime to drop it. You just pick it up and go on twirling. Start to finish, my dear. When the Shriners have come and gone, then and only then.
Wake me when it's over.
Ah, you should have seen when I was a kid. It felt like everybody marched. They filled the street. More extras than Gone with the Wind. Now the highlights of one-woman color guard.
Maybe that's what they deserve.
It takes time. They'll come around.
They might.
They'll get used to me.
They might not.
Then we'll watch the parade up here every summer. We've got elbow room, we got chairs. The gargoyles on Notre Dame have a great view of Paris.
We got chairs at home, baby. Couches, too. AC. And a glass of Diet Peach Snapple with crushed ice from the refrigerator door.
But we don't have a parade.
And we don't have haters making us feel like gargoyles. It seems like a fair trade-off to me.
A little patience for Jean Ann.
Hater!
I've known her all my life. She changed my diapers.
How?
She sang at my mother's funeral.
So she could stand to cut you a little slack.
Might as well cut her some too, as well the knife is out. She knows me one way. Now she's got to adjust. She didn't ask for that. Oh, and the way she is to these days. Can't be easy.
Why do you do this? Why are you defending these people when you should be saying, screw them? To all the rednecks and all the Donna Reeds, all the sanctimonious ninnies, screw them! Try it with me. Feels good. Screw them!
I'll pass.
Say it!
How can I? They're my neighbors. They're my high school classmates. They're my customers. I've known them my whole life. You've only lived here a couple of years.
That's plenty. If they can't take it, we leave. You agreed.
We've never woken to an angry mob. I haven't seen any pitchforks, have you?
Oh, isn't that setting the bar awfully low? Just say the word. We'll throw our bags in the trunk and drive. I'm ready. They've never been very welcoming to outsiders.
And yet you persevere.
'Cause I say, screw 'em! Or, in the original French, screw 'em!
Oh, look who it is. Sunshine Bakery running in my... Happy 4th, Ronnie!
Screw Ronnie! Screw him for not saying a word when his wife was telling everyone to boycott the movie theater.
The post office is marching this year. Dan, Marta, and Shelley!
Screw Shelley! For every comment she makes about your nails.
She says she likes them.
Yeah, but it's the way she says it. Screw her! Who's next? I'm on a roll.
Oh, looks like the elk.
They're chauvinist neocons. Look at that male pattern baldness. It's like they're like a carton of eggs from up here. Rotten eggs. Screw them!
You catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
I don't want to catch them. I want to swat them. And I wish you'd try it sometime. Fight back.
Whatever happened to live and let live?
There are lots of places where no one would bat an eye. Silverton isn't one of them. These people are seriously stuck in their ways. What you've done, none of them would have had the balls. They're jealous. Look at how you changed yourself. They couldn't change a light bulb.
I wish they would.
I wouldn't stake my happiness on it. You tried. It was an experiment.
I'm not ready to say we failed.
You are every inch the person you should be. They failed. You succeeded.
One day at a time, I'm living it. One day at a time, I take one step forward every day. As I walk this line, I'm taking it one day at a time. I'm living it one day at a time. It wasn't easy, and I am far from complete. I just hit puberty a week ago. It could be me now, to such a thrilling extent. I never would have guessed it would be fun to grow. Way back in high school, while most kids start to advance, I was stunted, now I'm coming out. I felt disgusting, cursed and eternally stalled, frozen in my fear, so much to worry about. But I took action, and you see, I'm finally on the road to me. So I'll continue to have faith, despite the pace, as I run a marathon and not a race. I had a lot of work to do. That awkward kid fed up and grew. I can't imagine staying in forever. I had to change the way I was. I had to take the leap, because there comes a time, you know, it's now or never.
Congratulations, hon.
Barb!
Is that an okay thing to say?
Oh, these.
Shoot. Am I supposed to say she now? Where I tell all the girls I saw you, I saw her?
You call me anything you want. I'm not particular. How about that parade?
Oh, don't get me started.
How long before it goes the way of the hardware store?
May it rest in peace.
Oh, yeah, along with the mill and the print shop.
Rennick's Diner.
Well, that's that diner. You know, there's no Silverton-owned restaurants left.
There's hardly any Silverton left. But what can we do about it?
Something. Anything. We could start by finally getting Jim Hodgett out of the mayor's office.
Oh, come on.
You know, there's a town in Texas that voted a goat for mayor. I'm starting to think we might benefit from that sort of leadership.
No, he's not so bad. What about last fall? When that tree came down in front of my salon?
In front of my theater?
It didn't cost us more than a day of business.
Our mayor had nothing to do with that. I lost 3 nails to my chainsaw, and you're going to give Hodgett credit for my handiwork?
Okay, but when that water main broke, that got taken care of pretty quick.
Because I called the waterworks.
Stu, if anybody's gonna run, maybe it ought to be you.
Me? What? I couldn't. Would I? I narrowed in on one certain problem inside, so I could go about correcting it. This town has problems, so let's distinguish them quick. The first step to recovery, accept and admit. We have survived this long on earth. We grow, adapt, we don't stay stuck at birth. We grow, adapt, evolve, and change because we must. Silverton, get ready to adjust. I made some changes to survive. It must have worked, I'm still alive. If things are broken, I'm the first to mend them. The thrill of change is so sublime. I want this town to have its time to face the problems so we can transcend them. If I could buy a ticket to the future, I'd be the first in line and I'd never leave. But we have to do the work it takes to build the future, and once we're there, it's all worth it when we're there. We can't predict how long it takes. Step on the gas or pump the brakes. I fixed myself, so why the hell can't this town too? So get some rest and do some squats. Stretch your quads, massage your nuts. Roll your sleeves, prepare to sweat. 'Cause kids, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's what whatever we'll go through. I've got a lot of work to do.
Joe and Sharon's home. Joe was under the hood of his parked car. Timmy sits in the driver's seat, testing the ignition.
Okay, come on, baby. Come on now. Are you serious? Jesus!
Honk!
Christ! You gotta be kidding me! God, this thing is a goddamn
Honk!
piece of
Honk!
Timmy!
What the heck is going on out here?
We're working on it.
Would you consider taking a break?
I've just gotta get this goddamn...
Step away from the car. Are you making any progress?
The horn works.
Jean Ann called. She says you can take the Lord's name in vain in your own house, but when you shout so loud, she can hear it in hers.
This engine is driving me crazy.
If only there was someone who might help you fix it. I don't know, someone who knows the car well.
I'm taking care of it.
Someone who's practically its primary care physician,
Okay.
who's the only reason we get by driving a car older than our son.
I'm not calling him.
It's time you drag that metal heap into a garage then.
How are we gonna pay for the tow and the service? I can't bring her in, not right now. Maybe if one of these interviews pans out.
How are you gonna drive to these interviews?
Well, that's why I'm trying to fix the car.
How's that going?
The horn works.
Do you think all this stress, maybe it's not the car, maybe it's something else?
You looking for a list? I lost my job, my wife wants to kill me, my house is worth less every day.
Some of that is in your control.
I know, I'm sorry. I don't know what
The
I'm...
car. How long are you going to keep this up? Do you think Stu's not going to figure out you're avoiding him? If you've got something to say it. Tell him how you feel, and then make sure you listen to his response.
That's not how we are. How we talk. We don't do that. I don't do that.
The thing about fixing cars, you have to find out where they're broken. The problem's not always outspoken, like the cliched squeaky wheel. Pop the hood, take a look. Inspect the hoses and wires. You'll find that a problem inspires opportunities to heal. So why don't you think of yourself as a car, something worth fixing? I know that you are. The way you've been driving is not up to par. You need adjusting, or you'll end up rusting. Start out by trusting you know how to pick up the phone and say hello.
And then what? What if I don't know how to talk to him anymore?
You're gonna be a wreck until you try. The thing about having friends,
Is he my friend?
you've got so much history to draw on.
Who is he now?
Grows a bone you should gnaw on, but it's one you
Close,
can't
what it's like, I don't know him at
There's
all.
so much here at stake.
People,
With friendship already deep.
we've seen them stay.
Seems like you're perfectly suited to get
If I
this
defend those people,
You two have much more
Why
in common than
should
not.
I
He wears two heels, but you're one stubborn lot. Give it a chance, you might soften a spot. Try to express it. You can't just repress it. That's what a friend deserves, Joe. Maybe tell him you feel scared. Tell him that you've always cared. Tell him that you get there, but you're slow.
my doubt.
Maybe you can start with just
Hello.
Uncle Stu!
Timmy. Well, why don't you come on in? I need your help with something, but now.
This a bad time?
Oh, no, it's actually, I could use your help with the Chevy.
Ah, it's gonna be the damn coil pack. Here, hold my purse. I was at City Hall this morning. What a pigsty. Took them an hour just to find the forms I wanted. No wonder nobody's been running against Hodgett. Give me that wrench.
What, Mayor Hodgett?
Yeah, with the deadline to file in just a few days. Barb McMurphy's offering to be my campaign manager, but we'd still need plenty of help, and now that you got more free time in your hands.
Are you running for mayor?
I'm on the fence. I wanted to talk to you.
What does Vic have to say about it?
I haven't told him. I gotta wait up until I've worked up an appetite for conflict. Yeah, I got a spare in the garage. You home tomorrow? Joe?
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Well, I'm already not the mayor. If I lose, what's the difference? I can take it.
What about the rest of us? Stu, I don't know if you should.
Somebody has to.
I'm not some Looney Tune saying you're going to hell, but maybe your choices do disqualify you from certain public positions. You know, you're a lot of things, Stu, but a role model for kids? How could you be the face of Silverton?
I think I'd better go.
I'm not being unreasonable.
I knew there'd be some resistance. I just didn't think you.
Just because I disagree with you, that doesn't make me a bad person.
What do you disagree with? We've always seen pretty much eye to eye on the policy stuff. When we were on city council together, we practically voted in lockstep.
That was before.
Before what? What, before I adopted the twins? Really thought you were taking it okay. Long nails, the cute hair, no complaints.
What was I supposed to say?
Even the breast forms. I wore those fake ones around town more than a year. But surgery, that's a bridge too far.
Everybody's asking me questions, like I'm supposed to know the answers. I like my life quiet. You're making so much noise. All this. It's a far cry from dressing up at a theater.
Those were costumes. Princess Leia, Cruella de Vil, Aaron Brockovich. That was me having fun selling tickets. That was fake. I'm real.
I miss the old Stu. I want my friend back.
This is me. This is the only me. The thing about being friends, you think you have one you can trust in, but as soon as you go put a bust in, then your friend is out the door. It's taken me this long to feel comfort inside my construction, but by your archaic construction, I'm a weirdo, nothing more. For the first time I feel like I'm truly me, at the same time you're saying that I shouldn't be. You've locked all the doors, will you make me a key? You're cutting me short here. I need your support here, more than you ever could know. So when in doubt, come out and say,
look around, Stu. Things haven't been easy for anybody, but we get by. You see the rest of us making do with the hand we're dealt. What makes you think you deserve to go fishing for the cards you want?
Why don't you? What makes you think we just have to take whatever comes? That's life. It is what it is. All over town, everyone's rolling with the punches, taking the punches.
Folks want to maintain a little dignity. That's just natural.
It's called the pursuit of happiness. The pursuit. It's not given. You got to go out and take it. I went out and took it, whether you like it or not. And I'm going to help this town take it too, whether you like it or not. We have survived this long on earth because we don't stay stuck at birth. We grow, adapt, evolve, and change because we must. Silverton, get ready to adjust. I made some changes to survive. It must have worked. I'm still alive. With equal parts the dragon and the slayer. And now I've got no choice but run, 'cause something really must be done. And maybe I was born to be your mayor. And I will do all that it takes. Step on the gas, forget the brakes. I fixed myself. I'll do the same for this town too. So start your engines, buckle up, clear the road and fill your cup. Spectators, enjoy the view. I'm gonna run this race for you. It's worth whatever we'll go through. Got a lot of work to do.
Stu
and Vic's home, basement. Racks of clothing, vintage store and flea market finds. Stu's trying on a new outfit, quite conservative.
It's too tight around the shoulders. I can't move. It feels like a straitjacket.
Yeah, it looks like one too.
Nothing fits.
That's because you buy it all online. How about we go to the store sometime?
Oh, send it back.
You know, I can come with you into the dressing room.
I don't need another scene.
Oh, what do I care? Some old bat feels uncomfortable.
Maybe I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, grow a pair.
This old bat doesn't want to ruffle any feathers. I'm not like you. I don't enjoy making old ladies cry.
I don't enjoy it. I mean, I don't mind it.
Do you think I ever could be a role model?
What?
Done.
You are.
No, please.
I wish I'd done things your way. Get the breasts at 60, they'd still be perky at 85.
I've always had a lot of respect for this community. Is it so ridiculous to expect reciprocation? Maybe I even want some of them to look up to me.
Try the stilettos.
I need it.
So do I. Where's that pair you're always wearing down here? Okay, enough of this crap. What would you wear if you actually said screw 'em? I want to see you in whatever makes you feel the most delicious. Whatever makes you feel like you. Carte blanche, baby. Okay, say you're marching in that god-awful parade. What are you going to wear?
I don't know.
Chop, chop. The clock started.
Stu disappears behind a rack of clothing.
I haven't a thing to wear. What do you call a basement filled with this crap?
She finds a nun's habit.
When are you ever going to wear this?
I'm too much, too many steps beyond their comprehension.
Attention shoppers will be closing momentarily. Please make your way to the
I'll
checkout.
make their heads explode.
Let's see what you got. Wow me. I want to be dazzled. You can't possibly go too far. You've gone too far.
Stu wears a revealing, slutty outfit. Short skirt, leather, deep cleavage, sky-high heels.
Stu, baby, this is just terrible. And terribly sexy.
Oh, these feminine powers are new to me. I'm still learning how to wield them.
If this is how you see yourself, why the hell are you out there every day looking like a mortician?
It's fine in the basement, but out there, I gotta dress like a real woman.
No, there are lots of real women with horrible taste. If this is really you...
What do you think would happen if I showed up to the elementary school holiday concert wearing this?
I think you'd freeze, it being December.
I don't want to provoke them.
You exist. Guess what? They're provoked.
They know me as the guy who brought cable to Silverton, the valedictorian of Silverton High. I need them to see that I am the same Stu.
But you're not.
How are they supposed to understand? I'm not a cross-dresser. I'm not a drag queen.
No, you have to have talent to be a drag queen.
I know I'm not a man. I'm not so sure I'm a woman. I can't introduce myself as a collection of mismatched parts.
Mismatched? You're a vision, a work of art.
Michelangelo's Frankenstein. I'm Pamela Anderson upstairs, and I'm Ron Jeremy downstairs.
Oh! Oh! And a healthy supply of ego in the attic.
Can I help it if I feel like a man between the legs?
So where do you feel like a woman?
Ta-da.
Okay. How do you feel here?
Like a linebacker.
Here.
My mother.
Where's your father?
Here.
How do these feel?
Narrow.
And your feet?
Wide.
Here.
Sagging.
Rising.
That's a lot, isn't it? I mean, if I don't even fully understand it, how can I expect this community?
Oh, will you shut up about the community? Aren't you sick of wondering how your neighbors
earn their respect scaring them off. If I want them to hear me, maybe I do have to be a little quieter.
Is it me or is it getting hot in here? Forgive me if my clothes begin to disappear. First one to the handcuffs gets to be the slave. My favorite part's what happens when I misbehave. I like what you got going on in your head. I like what you got going on in your heart. But I love what you got going on down there.
And if you
Put your hand
on my heart, you would feel the way it beats when you come near.
I am here, and if you put your hand down on my Neverland, my heart stops beating.
Baby, can't you see you make me weak in the knee?
I'm begging you, please lay it on me. I like what you got going on in your head. I like what you got going on in your heart. But I know what you got going on. I'm changing down
Do you think Mayor Hodgett's a good role model?
Role model? Wait, what's going on? What are you talking about? What the hell are you up to?
Barb's salon after hours. Barb and the women from the town are hanging out, drinking and chatting.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Something layered, I think. Is the Rachel back yet?
What did you say to him? Hi, Vic. What are you filling his head up with? Mayor of Silverton? Wait, is this some sort of Kerry situation? Where is the blood bucket?
Nobody's plotting anything. Give me a break.
You think he's really going to go through with it?
If he wants to run, I wouldn't think of discouraging him. Why should you?
Hi, I'm Grace Kim. My husband and I used to run the diner over on Water Street.
I know. Is he serious? He's gonna lose. That's a fact. Another fact, though the people of this community continually ignore it, he has feelings! And shit runs downhill, so thanks a lot.
Tell me, men are such children.
I think the phrase grown man is an oxymoron. It's practically a full-time job managing Lou's feelings.
Who has the time, honey? Bottoms up.
Wait, what is this?
It's our book club.
You are just in time for the discussion.
And another round.
Book club. Oh, wow. What are we reading this month? Oh, let me guess. Julia Child, Joy of Cooking, Dr. Laura's latest.
Virginia Woolf, A Room of One's Own.
Are we starting? Because I have thoughts.
Ever read it?
I meant to. What did you think?
Oh, I don't do the book club. I'm here for Barb's knitting circle. Just showed up on the wrong night.
And you're welcome anytime.
I had no idea you were running a community center out of your salon. Is the schedule posted somewhere? What time do we jazzercise?
We do a weekly field trip to the Zumba class. Does that count?
I have invited you before, sweetie, and if I remember it right, you told me the phrase girls pasta night made you want to go gluten-free.
That does sound like you.
Keep them coming, sweetie. I've got 3 hours. I'm going to have a good time. When we come to the end, what we're going to look back on is going to be these moments. Not the 2 or 3 times our children looked up from their cell phones and asked us for something to eat. Just stick around for a drink.
No. I'm not a member of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Mom Jeans.
Too bad, because we know you've got some juicy gossip. Fresh squeeze.
Barb.
Oh, come on. We all saw him.
Couldn't miss them. Ah, yes. The new additions to our growing family.
Do you like them?
You ever been with a woman? I mean,
before?
I have. When I was in San Diego. Oh my God.
Here she goes again.
They say that a woman's sexuality is much more fluid. Did you read that article?
You know, I have a second cousin, and she couldn't be nicer.
Do you consider yourself a lesbian now?
Bisexual. I mean, maybe, I think that's more appropriate, right?
Some things don't fit into boxes.
Aren't you gonna miss it?
It. Oh, so this is how rumors get started. Oh, I'm on a tour of the factory where they're made. I'm not sure we should be talking about Stu's genitals. I mean, how would you like it if people couldn't stop talking about your vagina?
Grateful, honey. I'm not getting much business down there, so I could use the word of mouth.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to understand. This is Silverton. Portland is 45 minutes and 45 years away. You people are never going to elect a mayor like Stu.
How the hell would you know?
I have lived here for 2 years, sweetheart.
And you just walked through the door of my salon for the first time. How well do you really know your neighbors?
Well enough, believe me.
Here you go. Writing us off just because we live in a small town. You think folks are wrong about Stu? Wake up, honey, because you're wrong about us. You walk into my shop with your big city sass, but you're lacking in sight and you're lacking in class. All the city living, I would think it might have done you more. I've been pushy, stuck-up, close-minded city girls like you before. I read Vanity Fair and I'm well-versed in Vogue. I am physically small town but mentally rogue. All this open space allows my mind to open more every day. My advice to you is take a cue and up in the same way. Don't judge a book till you read at least one chapter. Don't assume you know the story till you do. Ask me questions, I'm an open book, and I'm well aware of all the work it took. I think you might respect me if you knew.
Your naivety reeks of bucolic ideals, and I can't help but envy how ignorance feels. If that's listed, honey, you can teach the Dalai Lama some tricks. I'm so glad your education comes from reading magazines for kicks. In the city, I lived more in one single day than you have in your whole life, and that's just to say, experience is currency, and baby, I am rolling in dough. How's about you sit down and shut up about things that you don't know? Don't judge a book till you read at least one chapter. Don't assume you know the story till you do. Ask me questions, I'm an open book, and I'm well aware of all the work it took. I bet you see it my way if you do.
We see the women struggling through their very busy days.
Superwoman, scaling 10-foot walls and taking balls to pick up on a carpool. Superwoman, flying through the air, brushing our hair while we drive our kids to school. Superwoman, and she even smiles, driving 20 miles to grocery shop. Superwoman, curing a cough, warding evil off. We never stop.
You're convinced we're too backwards to make any change, but we're light years ahead of some home on the range. Give us all some credit, cause it might surprise you what we can do. Step aside and watch us make some big moves in our small town buckaroo.
Don't judge a book till you read at least one chapter. Don't assume you know the story till you do. Ask me questions, I'm an open book, and I'm well aware of all the work it took. I'm sure you'd be
Stu and Vic's home. Stu reads from a yellow pad. All the other women are working on their own projects for the campaign.
Rasmussen for mayor.
Snoozeroo.
A better tomorrow.
Zach.
Spend smarter, save stronger.
Shop at Pathmark. Barb. It's gotta land on the ear the right way. It's gotta ping. You've only got a few words to tell them exactly why you're running.
Well, to ward off the apocalypse. Silverton is teetering on a dangerous precipice.
All right.
We're disappearing into the quicksand.
All right. If you want fire and brimstone, they'll go to St. Luke's. We're gonna stay positive. Why are you running?
Because the people of Silverton need an advocate. They need someone who's gonna fight on their behalf. Someone who's gonna work for this community.
Not someone, not just anyone.
Me?
Stu. Stu for Silverton. Ping!
Oh, what do you think of that one, babe?
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Stu for Silverton. How does that make you feel?
Shaken to my core.
We drew up a list of talking points. We're going to start canvassing.
Have fun.
Aren't you coming?
My help isn't going to make a lick of difference.
I want you there. I need you.
Barb's got her finger on the pulse of this place. You don't need someone who's giving this place the finger.
Guess who woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning?
No, I woke up to the sound of you practicing your victory speech, making me the only person who's ever going to hear it.
Why can't I win? I know everything there is to know about Silverton, and I know politics.
Since when?
Well, I know movies about politics. I know I need a team filling my campaign headquarters, shouting into the phones, and the folks who never leave my side. There we are, huddled together at a booth at the state fair, on the plane.
Step right up and see the famous cart that pulls the horse.
Giddy up! This country has a long and proud history of electing boobs to office.
Stu, baby, I have been a Latin scholar. I have been a laundress. I've been a hand model, naturally rank bowler, a barista, a vista, and a bas mitzvah girl, but I don't want to be the First Lady of Silverton.
Time has told us, time and time again, that we need a good friend to get us through. Cain had Abel, Luke Skywalker had Yoda, Kathy Lee has Hoda, to name a few. How can you think for a minute I could run a campaign without my best friend in it? There's a song I'd like to sing, let's begin it. What would I do if I didn't have you? I would be through, much worse than blue. Dear, my life would be so incomplete. Dear, you make me smile, 'cause you're so sweet. Dear and adorable, I
You're really gonna do this?
I would die, much worse than cry.
Stu, baby!
Dear, would cry. Dear, if you ever went away, I'd be sent away. The loony bins I do. So for heaven's sake, stand by me. When life gets trying, try me.
Would you
I don't
listen to
know
me,
what
please?
the hell I'd do without you.
Stu Rasmussen. Who is he? How are we going to present you? How are we going to address...
We're not.
Excuse me?
This has nothing to do with the election.
You're the candidate.
It's pretty central to who you are.
The voters don't need to understand my personal life, just my platform.
So what are we supposed to say when the folks ask about it?
Zippo.
They're gonna ask.
Zit, zilch, nada. It's none of their business.
Stu?
We're not going to get them to accept me in just a few months. We're not going to get them to embrace this part of me. But maybe, just maybe, we can get them to vote for me in spite of it.
I know you love a challenge, honey, but you're really setting the treadmill to the highest incline.
What would I do?
What would you do?
If I didn't have you.
If you didn't have who?
I would be screwed.
So very screwed.
Utterly subdued.
Dear.
I'd have to wear a backwards jacket to keep me safe from my own rag.
I keep you in line.
You know that I
would feel deprived.
Feel deprived.
less than alive could not survive here. If you ever disappear,
It's game over, dear.
pull the plug, I'm turning blue. So for heaven's sake, stand by me. When life gets trying, try me. 'Cause I don't know what the hell I'd do without you.
You supplied the tadpoles for my daughter's bio class. Stu, you've got more than my vote. You've got a free hall pass.
HBO and Showtime came with cable you installed. You gave the gift of Skinamax. I'll vote for you and call.
Who are these people? Enough. You want to run? I can't stop you. But I'm not going to help. I can't be on the front lines, and I won't have the command center stationed in my living room.
Fair.
I know how hard you fought to stop caring whether these people approve of you. And now you want to ask them to vote on it? I don't get it.
What would I do if I didn't have you? I would be through. Much worse than...
No, I can't watch you hide again. I won't watch you throw away all your hard work.
Vic.
Maybe we should go.
Timmy.
I set up a Facebook page for the campaign. You guys can dance around all you want, but like, if you want to win the election, you gotta learn how to use social media.
If you ever disappear, take hold or dear, pull the plug, I'm turning blue. So for heaven's sake, stand by me. When life gets crying, try me. 'Cause I don't know what the hell I'd do without you.
Stu is under Jean Ann's kitchen sink, tinkering with the plumbing. Do
we have to talk about the election?
That is why I knocked on your door.
Sharon appears at the front door of an unseen neighbor.
I want you to consider something, Mrs. Neely, the future of Silverton. What we do today shapes what we're gonna do tomorrow, and you can read it in the
Door
booklet.
slams.
I will mark you down as undecided.
Mayor Hodgett's been at it a long time. He's got the trust of the community. You don't earn that overnight.
A good thing I've been a member of this community my entire life.
Well, there's more to it than endurance.
We find Barb talking to an unseen neighbor at another front door.
Fred, honey, I'm gonna level with you. Silverton is drowning, but Stu Rasmus isn't ready to toss us a lifeline. Excuse me? What do you call him? It's not a very nice word, Fred. And tell the truth, I don't think it even applies to whatever Stu is.
Door slams.
You trust me to fix your sink?
That's different. I don't trouble myself with the repairman's character. He's not leading the community. He's just getting something done that needed doing.
That's exactly why I'm running. Who I am doesn't matter. What am I gonna do? That's what counts. You've been distracted by the packaging. Is the product any good?
Grace appears.
Hi, I'm Grace Kim. My husband and I used to run the old diner over on Water Street. Oh, I'm so glad you remembered. Well, I wanted to talk to you about Stu Rasmussen and the campaign.
Door slams.
Did you think that this would all be easy? Did you think they'd rally around Stu? Did you think instead of laughter he'd find glory? Well, welcome to the last 6 years of my life story. I was barely getting by, defeated and deflated. This town is sad and dated. I thought there was no way it could get worse. And then he drops the bomb. He rewrites the rules in hyperspeed with no regard for what I need. None of this was ever in my plan. Scrambled to regain my bearing. All the time that I spent swearing I will compromise for any man. How can I endure all of this change? I've already processed quite a range, but this is next level. Can I take it? And maybe it's too much on my plate. Add this to the scale, it's overweight. And now I am asking, can I take it?
Joe has come home to find Sharon spiking a Stu for Silverton sign into the front lawn, assisted by Timmy.
Right out here, front and center, where everybody can see it.
See, that's the point.
This is my house.
Mine.
You know what they're gonna think, driving by? That it's my opinion.
It's mine.
And I don't even get a vote.
All those in favor? Oh, you've been outvoted.
If Stu really loves this town, why the hell would he disrupt it, disturb it, and corrupt it? They could barely handle him before. And then he drops the bomb. And they scramble to the fallout shelter. Everything goes helter-skelter. Everybody lives to criticize. Can they shift their expectation, learn to love this new creation, handle the adjustment that implies? So can they survive all of this change? Take all of it in and rearrange. Yeah, this is a big one. Can they take it? Who knows?
Stu is canvassing with Barb and Grace. Two men approach.
Give it up, Susan.
Go home.
This is his home.
We don't need your kind around here.
Excuse me?
Leave it.
You know what we do to nasty old freaks like you?
Kevin Ward, I ought to choke you with a bar of soap.
Oh, but she's got bigger balls than Stu.
Looks like a man, fights like a girl.
Good. You should report them.
I didn't do anything.
They just shout. and then run away.
This is a thing that happens in Silverton?
You think it's easy being different in a town like Silverton?
If we're talking about my gender, we're losing. They don't want to hear it. They can't handle it.
Why should he settle for permission? It's a permit I'm aiming for. Don't look past his differences. That's not enough anymore. Look at him dead on and love the whole suit head to toe. He's done nothing wrong. It's time to let that concept go. Can our romance take this hit? Survive my told you so, and when Stu's knows I'm blowing, drying all the tears from his defeat. When they drop the bomb, when they drop the bomb, when they drop the bomb.
We find Jean and Ann alone at home. Stu, carrying a bag of groceries and light bulbs, lets himself in.
Hello, Gina. You in the kitchen?
Molly, is that you, dear?
I come bearing bulbs.
Oh, don't tell me it's Sunday already. I forgot to make my pasta salad.
It's Wednesday. It's not.
They'll be serving the luncheon out back for the needy, and they're counting on my pasta salad.
Why don't you sit down?
No, we're gonna have to go through the pantry. That's why anything that's there that's fit to eat.
Stu holds up the bag of groceries.
Bless you. What would I do without you?
You'd make your dinner in the dark.
Stu screws in a bulb above the table. The light comes on.
Let there be light.
Oh, you're always one step ahead of me, Molly, aren't you?
Gene Ann, it's Stu, Molly's son, Molly's child. Stu, I was in your Sunday school class. You were a wonderful teacher.
You still go to church, don't you? You look just like her, Molly's boy. Why do you look like her? What are you wearing?
Oh, Gene Ann.
I take you for a girl.
Well,
Your hair, I don't understand.
I
confuse easy. Tell it to me slow. Did you bring me groceries?
It's not much.
Oh, you didn't have to. I'll phone Big George at the market. He stops by on his way home.
George doesn't work at the market. It's closed, Gene Ann. It's gone.
Everything goes in time. What can you do?
You can fight back. That's what I'm trying to do for you. That's why I'm gonna win. I have got to.
Stu arrives home. Vic is on the couch.
Honey, I'm home.
Late. Your dinner's in the microwave.
How was your day?
You know, while you were out there kissing hands and shaking babies, I had to slave all day making sure the 6 people who came to the movies liked it enough to come back.
Yeah. I think you're upset about this whole mayor thing.
Is that so? Must be your feminine intuition kicking in.
I'd have thought you'd actually enjoy seeing someone shake things up around here.
No, I wouldn't exactly say I enjoy seeing you set yourself up for disappointment.
It's a calculated risk.
And what if it doesn't work out? What then?
We'll go. We'll leave.
Stu?
I mean it this time, if I lose the election.
You'd sell the palace.
The termites can have it. I'm pretty sure they've got squatters' rights anyway.
Stu, this is quite a gamble.
You think I'm crazy betting on the people of Silverton?
No, I think you're crazy, like, generally.
This is it. This is my calling. If this town needs a hero, then that's what I'll be.
As Stu speaks, Silverton City Hall materializes around him.
Somebody's got to wake up all the Rip Van Winkles. Somebody's got to chart the course forward, or we're going to keep lagging behind. 14 years ago, our foremothers saw the value of this land. I still see it. Silverton's worth saving, worth the effort, the sacrifice. Our survival depends on it.
And there's a stage direction introducing Mayor Hodgett. Of course I care deeply about Silverton. Of course, I want her to survive. My opponent is trying to blame me for a downturn that's happening all over the country. We're not the only town struggling. The pendulum swings on its own. That's called the free market. And I refuse to be an enemy of freedom.
You're right, Jim. Things are getting bad all over. The stock market's a disaster. Banks are declaring bankruptcy. People are losing their jobs. But if it's that bad out there, how much worse is it going to get in Silverton? What are you going to do about it?
Oh, you keep saying I should do something about it. I should be doing more. Well, you know what I call that? I call that government interference.
You have watched our downtown business district shrink and atrophy. What have you done about it?
Big business, big government. I'm not for it.
Adapt or perish.
Things will turn around. The pendulum swings both ways. We just gotta hold on.
How much longer? You've been mayor for 12 years. It's time for a change.
Yeah. And, what about you, Mr. Rasmussen? I'm afraid your idea of change may just be too much for the rest of us. Oh, excuse me. Is it Mr. or Miss? My daughter, she's an honor student at Silverton High. We're very proud. She says that I should address you. It's proper to call you Miss or she.
Doesn't matter what you call me, he or she, just not it. I know some folks out there are pronoun purists. I'm more concerned with Silverton's improvement. It's ongoing evolution.
Oh. Yeah, and what about you, Stu? Is your evolution ongoing? Or have you settled with who you currently are?
That's hardly a ranking
The voters
issue.
have a right to know if the person they vote for plans to remain that person, don't you think?
If you want to come by the palace sometime, Jim, I'm happy to walk you
I doubt
through it.
this community shares your passion for evolution, for reform.
There's too much at stake to turn this election into a referendum on my personal life.
Can we really trust Stu to make the most important decisions for our community? Look at the decisions he's already made for herself.
I just want to make things better.
If you're going to let your government play God, you darn well better trust your government. How can we trust Stu after he's lied to us about who he is for 50 years?
Fair a broken heart.
Will this town be torn apart?
Is there too much faking and no making?
Trust me, I can fix things. I know the way. Let me guide you.
We take it.
Let me